drive place and industry-based development and reskilling. Please join me in welcoming Keri Faulhaber, Vice President of JobsFirstNYC, and Alison Lands, Head of Strategy at Skyhive Technologies. Round of applause, please. Keep it going.
It's still morning? I don't think so. Good afternoon, everyone. Sticking around through lunch, no extended. Don't worry. Not working? How about now? Okay, you got to push the button. Note to self. Let me go through. Okay. Well, Greg introduced us, so I can skip that. For those of you who are not familiar with Jobs First, we are an organization that is dedicated to advancing economic mobility for young adults and their communities. And I'm joined today with Alison Lands from Skyhive Technologies. Skyhive is a technology platform that is using intelligence to reskill the workforce globally. You can see our missions are very well aligned. I won't go into them. Alison will tell a little bit more about that later. But we're here to tell you about a solution that we think is very timely and very important, especially listening to Mayor Eric Adams for what the city needs now in recovery. So why is this important? Place matters. The community that you grow up in, the screen went dead. Sorry, I'm gonna have to twist and look at this one a little bit. The community you grow up in, where you were born, is still the greatest determinant of your future opportunity. And the skills that are in that community help shape you, help shape your future. But there are communities that don't have the same access to skills and training across New York City. And the community also helps determine what industry is in that area and what skills the industries need and look for. But if there's a mismatch, your future is not quite on the same career trajectory of somebody born in a different community. And really, to maximize the effectiveness of workforce development, you must include the role of place, the state of industry, the social capital of the community, and the attributes of the individual. Okay. So what's the opportunity here? And what's the challenge here that we're really addressing? I want you to imagine being able to build reskilling and upskilling plans for an entire neighborhood, for a community, for the city. Plans that really showcase the currency of that community and of its residents. Build upon the unique strengths of the people who live in that community and the needs of that community and the industries, and create direct pathways to higher wage jobs and lay a foundation for long-term economic mobility.
You've painted an amazing vision, Keri. Skyhive is very happy to partner with Jobs First in this endeavor. Some of you may not have heard of Skyhive Technologies. We are a skills intelligence platform that parses the world's labor data using AI and machine learning. Where do we get this data from? We get it from many different global sources, including things like online job postings or CVs, resumes, online profiles, but we also get it from educational data, workforce data, publicly available census and government data. And in the case of the Skyhive Jobs First partnership, we get it from community intermediaries who are helping their populations complete skills passports and surface the transferable skills that they have. We use all of this information to answer 4 key questions that are core to the meat and potatoes of workforce development. What are my current skills? How do those skills align to the labor market today and where the labor market is heading in the future? What is the gap between where I am today and the skills that I will need either to get a better job or in the future? And what is the most efficient path to bridge that gap through upskilling, reskilling, training, education, et cetera? You can answer these questions at the individual level, but you can also answer them in aggregate at the community or population level. And in doing so, this partnership will create a system of intelligence for workforce development that can anticipate labor market demand shifts and where the economy is heading for New York City and connect job seekers to meaningful employment. If we take just an example, I'll use David as an example. He's a use case that we see very frequently, hundreds, if not thousands of use cases. He's a customer care specialist. He works in a call center. This is a type of job that exists in almost every community in our country. And he's got a lot of transferable skills. He might think that customer service is his core skill, and this job, I apologize, this was a slide that would have an animation and a build, but I'm not able to do that today. But he would have communication, empathy, problem solving, and judgment, skills that actually transfer to quite a few of the in-demand digital jobs of today, such as user experience design, sales enablement, digital or product marketing, or even jobs David hasn't yet thought of. The big takeaway here is that in his community, because of his social capital, because of the training programs available to him, David might not be able to be what he cannot see. And so things like Skyhive reveal to him viable career paths and transferable skills that he may have overlooked. It helps him expand or narrow the focus of his job search or his upskilling work in ways that align to the ways that the real labor market exists today and where it's going versus maybe where it was or where it's been. And in doing so, we also work with the Global 2000 and Fortune 500 employers who use Skyhive as a tool to support skills-based practice and equitable hiring. So this is giving David a trajectory and a step up into the labor market in a very actionable way. And I'll hand back to Keri.
Thanks, Allison. So David is an avatar representative of thousands, hundreds of thousands of workers in the workforce. But Michael is a person, a participant from Eastside House Settlement, a partner that we worked with to launch a pilot with Skyhive. And Michael was affected by COVID, stuck at home. He was on a career path that changed dramatically with COVID and with some personal injuries. He couldn't leave his house. He had some skills. He had worked on some small businesses, but he wasn't sure what to do now that COVID hit and he was home. He uploaded his profile into Skyhive. It told him his own skills currency, the things that he did, how it translates, how his experience translates to skills. And it suggested for him some training that might bring him into another career path or continue him on a career path that he was on. He was really interested in entrepreneurship. He took 3 courses, built his own business, ended up making swag for Eastside House, printing logos on things for them. And Michael told us that he actually felt empowered and enlightened. He had a window into himself that he did not have before Skyhive. So this is important because skills mapping improves workforce outcomes. We saw it firsthand with Eastside Settlement House. Skyhive sees it all over the globe, literally. It improves outcomes on an individual level because skills awareness equals adaptability. That's what Michael found. And adaptability is the highest demanded skill in the workforce right now. We don't even really know what a career pathway looks like anymore, but we know you need to be adaptable to succeed on it. It improves workforce outcomes for community because it addresses skills deserts. Not every community is equal. Not every community has access to the same high-level skills training. And skills mapping can tell you what is needed in that community to get people from where they are to where they need to be. And it improves outcomes for industry. We know there's a talent shortage right now. There's a fight for good talent. And training people helps overcome skills shortages and encourage employers to partner with the workforce development sector. And it increases hiring too. Aligning workforce programs to the unique skills footprints of the communities they serve provides residents with the strongest possible path to economic mobility. And we believe every community can benefit from skills mapping. There's a QR code. You could scan it here. This is your way to get in touch with us, find out more. I'll give you the last words.
Sure. Yeah, we believe not just every community, but every corner of the workforce development ecosystem. We know that 8 minutes is not a lot of time to share details with you, but please scan the QR code, visit our respective websites, catch us later at the conference or over lunch where we're all about to go enjoy some food, and we're happy to share more with you. Thank you.
Thank you.